What do you guys work on when you hit off a tee? You guys tell me.
Jack.
Okay. So where do we want to see the ball fly? Exactly. So let's begin. Go ahead. Good. Again. Good.
Get nervous when all these guys watch.
Good. What do you think? What do you think? Annie, what do you think? Shoot in the right center. Good. Nice tee.
Old sport house?
No, that one is.
Again, right center.
Grab that one.
Good. Good.
Just if that one breaks again.
It's all right. See how the ball's kind of a little bit off, but you stayed through it okay. Again. Stay more towards second, right center, toward that white car. Good. All right. What do we see? No, he did it right. Okay? He covered all the field. He stayed through the baseball. He had good rotation on the ball. A couple he got a little bit underneath. That's going to happen. But he consistent. So out of 8 swings, he was probably 7 out of 8 perfect. That's what we want to see off the tee. Okay? Now one thing, the difference between what you did and let's say what Tony did, Tony Gwynn I'm talking about, he always started the other way. But he said, if I can start the other way, I stayed through the ball. And then he worked up the middle, and then he went to pull, and then he finished the other way. Okay? Because his theory was, if I control the opposite field, I can control the whole field. Does that make sense? How many hitters are dead pull hitters in this group? Anybody?
I can think of a couple.
Okay. Normally why hitters become dead pull hitters is because they come around the baseball. Does that make sense? Okay. What he just did right there, he stayed through the baseball. So that's what we're trying to work on. We want to stay through the baseball. The guy that can stay through the baseball and control the whole field, opposite field, controls the whole field. All right, remember that. Remember that. Okay. Runners in scoring position. What's our game plan? Anybody?
Score.
How? What are you thinking about when you step as a plate?
Wait, contact.
Clean contact. Okay. David Nielsen taught me how to hit with runners scoring position. And you know what he said to me? Gonzo, what are you looking for? He said, drive the ball. Look for something to drive. Yeah, exactly. What's the pitcher trying to do? Trying to get you to roll over. Starts throwing breaking balls. Fastballs out of the zone. Okay? So he said, why don't you take approach and think about driving the ball to right center. So I did. That day I went 4 for 4 with 4 jacks. Okay? I was swinging a metal bat, but it didn't matter. He said, go there with a game plan. I changed my mindset, and I went from an average RBI guy to a high RBI guy because I had a game plan. Because I'm not out in front of that breaking ball because I was looking to get loaded, drive the ball off that pole right there, and if they threw a breaking ball, my weight was back, and I stayed through the baseball. I didn't roll over on the baseball, and I wasn't out in front. Does that make sense? So when you're doing your teamwork, put that simulation in your head. Anybody can come and hit off a tee 250 times till their hands bleed. That's good cardio, and that's good physical work. Start putting yourself in situations. Okay, give me another hitter.
Yep.
Go ahead. Lefty?
No, right.
Righty. Somebody feed him, please. I'll get you a couple of starts. So remember, when we start, let's shoot the ball right center field. That way our hands stay through the ball. Right center. Better. Now at least your movements are better, okay? The other two, a little around the ball. We want to stay through the ball. A little better, just underneath. Little better. See how his top hand wants to release. He wants to pull the ball. Big, strong guys always think they have to drive the ball in the ballpark. How many guys have heard of Mike Piazza? Okay. I played with Mike for about 3 years. Best right center field hitter I ever played with. What got him to the big leagues and made him an all-star? He knew how to stay through the ball, and then he knew when to cheat to clear on the inner half. He knew how, okay, I'm in a hitting count. This is a pull count. I'm going to load early. I'm going to make sure I clear with my lower half. But consistently, he would drive the ball right center field with power. Same thing, I played with Jim Edmonds. Jim Edmonds would kill you in left center field. Then he learned 2-1, 3-1 counts, hitting counts. I'm going to start early, and I'll make sure I clear and I pull the ball. So he had a great approach to stay through the ball. Okay, again. Good, I like that. Now you're staying through the baseball. Again. Underneath it's all right. Guys, this is actually good. Rolled over. Now, this is good. Why is this good? Because he doesn't lie to you guys. All right? It's your best friend. If you can hit that ball like you did the one before, 8 out of 10 times, your hands are firing right. If you release too early or your back shoulder drops down, now you know how to make your own adjustments. So you're not always waiting for Coach Budding or myself to do it for you. You become your own coach in between at-bats. You're not waiting for the next practice session. You can make them in between at-bats. Does that make sense? So maybe 0 for 2, your first 2 with 2 punch-outs, then you can make the adjustment and be, on the back end you can be 2 for 2. So 2 for 4 day, or you can be 0 for 3 and come up with the runner in scoring position last inning and drive that run in. 1 for 4 with a game-winning ribby is a good day. All right, again. Good, staying through the baseball. Good. All right, put yourself in a situation. Man on third, 1 out. All right, man on third, 1 out. I want to see you drive the ball with that white car. That's your goal. You want to get your hands to stay inside through the baseball and drive the run in. All right, you go over the game plan. A little out in front, you still hit the ball in the left center gap. Stay with your game plan. Very good. Does that drive a run in? Yes. It also allows you to handle the breaking ball and the slider and the changeup. Because your bat stays through the zone longer. If I get out in front, I can still stay through it. I don't roll over and hit the weak ground ball at third. Okay? Now, what he'll probably do, you need to do yourself, whoever goes to the academy in your career, every time you get a man in scoring position, the worst thing you can ever see a hitter do is hit the ball at third baseman or left-hander pull, turn the ball. That means he's so geared up, he's got out in front and rolled over. Okay? I would rather see a guy stay through the ball just like that, hit the sack fly, or it's base hit in the middle. If throws your breaking ball in front, that may be a double in the gap. Okay? So you're giving yourself a chance to be successful. All right? That's the whole purpose. One more hitter. We'll see. Make good job. Same thing. Start off 3 the other way. Use that red car, that white car to be your target line. Good. stroke. Good. Very good. Does anybody see anything wrong? It's amazing. Very good. Now at the middle. Good. Very good. Very good. Right, that's a good session. All right. His hand's far right. Okay? That's the approach you want to take. You guys help each other out. How many? You guys normally partner in groups of 3 or 4, something like that? Challenge yourselves. Start off 5 the other way, 5 up the middle, 5 in, and finish away. If you can do that pattern, like I said, I don't know how many swings you can get off the tee, but if you can start where you go 10 the other way, 10 the middle, 10 pull, and then always finish the other way. That way your hands learn to fire through the baseball. How many times did Andy say that there to you? Say through the ball. Say through the ball. Don't come around the baseball. I don't know. Do you use that terminology?
Not that terminology much.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But the same principles. What we want to see you do is stay in the center of the diamond, especially in these type of drills. Okay? Anybody can pull a ball with a coach throwing 72 miles an hour BP. Can you stay through the diamond so when the guy accelerates to 85 to 92, can you take that approach and stay through the diamond? If I do get out in front, I keep the ball fair. Okay, I'm not hooking it foul. Okay, we want to stay through the ball, keep the ball fair. Let the bat do the work. Any questions? Any questions? All right. That's step 1. Okay? So it starts here on the tee. Same thing when you get to front. You guys do more front toss drills or soft toss?
Soft toss to start with, we'll progress. Tee, soft toss, front toss, BP.
Same thing, front toss. Flick me a ball. If you do front toss, one thing I learned, I was with the White Sox organization, we had, what's his name, Rainiac, Walt Rainiac. He's taught a few guys like Frank Thomas and Robert Ventura. One thing he said, when we do front toss, it's the same as a pitcher. When you get loaded. As the hand breaks, I start to load. Now I want to be in a loaded position. That way, as he's coming forward, I'm in a fire position. Okay? So I was actually confused too. I didn't know. I said, get loaded. When do I load? How many guys know when to load?
When the pitcher breaks here.
Exactly. Exactly. You know why? Because as soon as that break happens, I can load early and quiet. I'm in a fire position. So when he gets to that release point, I'm ready to fire. Next time you're watching any game, from the Bandits to club ball, watch the hitters and watch the guys that are usually late on the ball or swinging a lot of bad pitches. Normally, the guys released it and then they're loading. Are they in a fire position? They are, but the ball's already halfway there. There's no way for me to get my hands to there when the ball's halfway and quickly get them back to the ball. And normally you get a swing in the dirt because you've already committed, or you get jammed and the ball's fouled off, or you just get jammed, period, or the ball's by you. But if I give myself a chance and I load quiet as that release is, and I'm looking for that release point, now I'm in a fire position. Now it becomes my tee work kicks in. See the ball, it becomes a reaction to the zone. And then I'll let the bat do the work. All right? Sounds simple, but it should be. You guys are actually doing everything you need to get your hands to fire right. Just got to make sure you're in a ready in a fire position to fire. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Good guy.
For right now.
For right now.
Stage 1.
That's stage 1, guys. We're developing what we call a batting practice game plan. That game plan takes us into game speed, okay? And then we'll start talking about approach, moving runners over, and how to do it successfully, how to drive runs in successfully. And Andy and I will put some drills together. We actually break you up in teams and we challenge each other. Who can do it more successfully? And there's pressure on you because it's for a team. And there will be a punishment for the team that loses and a reward for the team that wins. All right? It's all part of competition to be friendly. but it makes you work on those things. You got a little bit of work to do, but you're not that far off, okay? You're not far off at all. You just got to trust the fact that because you're a big, strong guy, you have this, I got to pull the ball out of the ballpark. If you can actually think, I would rather see a guy hit 10 balls in the right center field gap in BP, because I know that guy's going to have more success in the long term. I'll have to see if I'll flip any of the, how many guys watched Josh Hamilton hit of late? Pretty amazing. The night that he hit 4 jacks in Baltimore, they did an interview for him. And you know what he said? He said his approach now is thinking center to left center. Because when he gets too big, he comes around the ball and he starts to roll over and he gets out in front of pitches. Okay? Center to left center. Okay, that guy leads the league in pretty much every offensive category right now. And guess what? Every pitcher in the league knows it. So it's not like they're just throwing him cookies and say, here you go, Josh, hit as far as you can. They're making him work for his hit. How many guys know that he swings at the first pitch every at bat? Pretty much Fox, ESPN, everyone's saying that. His success is first pitch. So he's not just getting cookie fastballs, but he's got a game plan. He's loading early, and he's staying aggressively through the ball to center field. He gets out in front, he still hits it 700 feet fair, not foul. All right? So stick with that game plan, and then we'll keep evolving. But guys, thank you for everything. Thank you for your time. Let's break into our T groups. So when we do hit, those are the things we're going to look for. And trust me, we'll have challenge days where we get on the field and we make sure everyone's doing it correctly. We'll find the weak link.
Thanks, Gonz. Gonz is going to be here on a pretty regular basis, so make sure you guys introduce yourself, get to know him a little bit. As you said, he's a guy that's been around a bit and knows a bit of stuff. So he's a great asset to our program, so make sure you get to know him a little bit, start picking his brain. Matty Corbett's going to take you guys from this. We're going to start with our one-hand drill into the fence this way, and then we're going to go back to the T drill that way. Can I get 4 each?